Hello guys and welcome to the channel. And in this video we will see some advanced PvP techniques in New World. I will not cover the basics. I assume you already know all the passive skills as well as the active ones. Firstly, we will discuss about the general strategy when playing SNS GS. Talk about some particular elements that are not analyzed anywhere. And from then, I will start analyzing how to fight against each weapon. Regarding gear, the most important thing to have is Enchanted Word and Shirking Heels. You can get Shirking Heels either by farming the whole Freighted Dome set and then adding the Shirking Heels, or by crafting an armor set that will have Enchanted Word / conditioning and Shirking Heels. Regarding the shield, I really like King's Speed, the max celerity resolve, as it can make you go a lot faster, and by extension you can activate more times your dodge and by extension your Shirking Heels. Regarding the sword, that I like Plagued Grits, ideally I would like Plagued Grits and Transcend Rend. Regarding Greatsword, Transcend Recovery and Energizing Counter. Ideally the third perk, I would like it to be Plagued Strikes. Regarding Amulet, nothing major. And Ring, the most important thing is Purifying Heart, Leeching, and the third perk would be Infected. Here, nothing major, it's just a placeholder until Endless Thirst is available. Before we go on with the PvP fights, I'd like to address one important question that everybody asks, which is, what are the stats? Guys, with this setup, with this type of PvP tank, stats don't matter in the way you think they do. What matters is to have enough HP and be tanky enough to be able to wait for the skills that heal us up while we're fighting. This means we need to have enough tankiness and HP to wait for Shirking Heels and for Stone Form. This basically means that no matter what happens, no matter how many enemies we have to be able to hold our ground for at least 7 seconds for Shirking Heels, or until Stone Form pops up. Given that the heavy attacks of Greatsword are 2 seconds, means that we need at least 4 Greatsword attacks and a successful dodge to be able to remain in the fight for longer. The way to counter our build is to have disease and for us to miss our dodges. The first weapon we will look into is the spear. The spear has one skill that can actually hurt you a lot. It's Perforate, basically a fear that's in a row, in a rapid succession, and they apply a huge amount of rend on you. In order to go around this, either you will have to make the enemy waste his Perforate on your shield, so you have to be attacking them and to anticipate Perforate so that it's wasted on the blue shield that you have. Or you will have to dodge in time so that it does not apply on you. If it does apply, you have 2 options. The first one is to cast Rapture so that you cleanse your debuffs. And the second and more painful is that you will have to waste your Stone Form. This is exactly what we will see here. This fight is slowed down by 50% so that I can elaborate on a few points. At the beginning of the fight, you see that the enemy has landed all his debuffs on me, as well as Perforate right here. Now I'm very much on the defensive. I have to make sure that I do not receive any further damage, so I activate my counter. Counter lands, she's out of stamina, so I start punishing the enemy. Now my main concern is to keep my blue shield up and continue attacking while not receiving any damage from the enemy. Sith has a very good sense of anticipation and timing, so he continues to dodge and attack, dodge and attack. However, I'm already prepared for this. I'm just renewing my defensive abilities, and because I'm anticipating a tiny dodge, I let go of my heavy attack a little bit earlier. So my heavy attack with the Greatsword is not fully charged. This way, the enemy will waste a dodge and still receive the damage of the attack. As the fight goes on, I continue to do exactly the same thing, which is charge heavies, make sure that my blue shield is up, and when I have the opportunity to apply further debuffs such as Trenchant, Rend, or Weaken on the enemy. At about this point, the enemy knows that he is not able to defeat me, so what he does is run away, dodge, and think a little bit of how he can apply Rend on me. Of course, we will not make his life easy. He's attacking on our blue shield, so basically everything he does is wasted. At this point, when she's like 50%, she has to face the serious dilemma. Either she has to commit to the fight or run away. If she commits in a prolonged fight, she knows that I have the upper hand and I will be able to land more hits on him. This is what he chooses to do, unfortunately for him. So at this point, I'm very, very close to teaming him, and he's very lucky to stay alive after this trade. She realizes that she changes mind, so she uses a potion, she starts alarming, and then she will turn his back on me and run away. One important element I would like to highlight is that if you have blade crits on your sword, if this would mean that when an enemy tries to run away and you use your dash, you will land a critical hit, and by extension, you will apply disease on the enemy, right here. The same principle applies with hatchet. Hatchet players, the good ones at least, would try to dodge in between your attacks and try to benefit from the huge damage that hatchet deals. Your way to counter this is to let go of your left mouse button a little bit earlier so that you can still deal damage on them while they waste their dodge. This is a great fight I have against a hatchet player. I was actually farming at that moment, so I was not very prepared for his attacks. At the beginning of the fight, I'm very much on the defensive side. All I can do is try to reduce the amount of damage I'm taking. His dodges are perfect, he's very aggressive, and all I can hope for at this moment is to try to slow the pace of the fight. If I manage to do that, perhaps I can make the enemy make some mistakes, land his attacks on my blue shield, and reduce his damage, just like I did right now with my shield rush. Also, my rapture added another 10% weaken on the enemy. So now I know he is not dealing as much damage and trying to make him land his attacks on my shield. As you see, his play is flawless. I'm basically landing almost nothing. He's landing a lot of hits and I get a lot of damage. So what I will try to do soon is use a potion at the earliest opportunity. The outcome of this fight will be determined on who can win the psychological aspect of this fight. If I make the hatchet player believe that I'm too tanky for him, then he will do two things. Either they will try to run away, which by extension will make me dash on his back, apply disease, and chase, or she will try to commit further into the fight. If she commits further into a fight, she knows that she cannot win, most often than not, that player will make more mistakes. As you can see, the fight went on for quite a while. However, we can observe that my enemy is starting to miss and is taking more damage. Sooner or later, my enemy will have to earn away if he is to survive, which he does. Then we continue talking a little bit, and then everyone will go his own way. Overall, GG, great fight. Fire Staff is a very difficult weapon to fight against. Its advantage is that it can deal a lot of damage in a short amount of time. Its disadvantage is that its attacks can be predicted because they follow a steady tempo. Once someone understands that, they can block quickly with a shield and then chase with a sword. You don't have to use Greatsword in this fight at all. You just have to chase with a sword, apply disease, and chase with like attacks. And this is exactly what's happening in this fight. I slow with my shield rush. I put, then I can cast at least one heavy so that I can apply rend and disease on my enemy, and then my chase with my sword. I can time and block his attacks or dodge them, and I do not leave any room for the fire staff to run away. I chase as much as possible, and the fire staff will take damage. Here I just continue and hit, and the fire staff is dead. If you enjoyed watching the video, leave a like please or subscribed. As you see, the channel is really small until now. If you guys like, please leave a comment, and perhaps we can make a series of analyzing fights. And basically that means that I will have a video, I will upload the video, and I will just analyze hit by hit, step by step, what I'm doing to defeat an enemy. Thank you again for watching, and have a lovely remainder of your day.